Guys, this is Clara Smith from Crafty Pig, and today I am doing another bookshelf related video. So today I have 10 movies that I own on DVD, and I'm going to be matching each one to a book that is similar. Now, the way this is going to work is, for example, I have Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. I cannot match it to Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows or anything in the Harry Potter universe. It has to be matched to something in a completely different fandom. So, I have not really thought about these that much at all. So, I think let's go ahead and get started with number 1, Chronicles of Narnia, Prince Caspian. So, I'm not really sure how exactly to do this. It's about a prince who uncle tries to kill him. I'm having a very distinct Demon King. So as I said before, Prince Caspian, is named after one of the main characters, Prince Caspian, and the movie starts with him fleeing from his castle because his uncle wants to kill him because he is the heir to the throne, and his uncle's son was just born, and so if his uncle kills him, his son will then be the heir to the throne. The reason I picked Demon King to go with it is spoilers for the Demon King series, because otherwise it just won't work. The main character of the Demon King, the Demon King himself is actually a character, and he was in a relationship with the queen during his time, and that wasn't allowed, so they kind of got in big trouble, and after the Demon King died, the queen gave birth to 2 twins, a girl and a boy, and the way the kingdom works is it's ruled through the female side, so they thought that the boy would be dangerous, so they wanted to kill him, but the queen pleaded, and they said that they would give him these cuffs to suppress his magical ability, and that would continue until they decided that the line wasn't dangerous or something. So fast forward a couple thousand years, and we have the plot line, and it follows a young boy named Hans. He goes by Cuffs a lot, but he is the furthest descendant from the Demon King, and he falls in love with the princess of the time, who also happens to be his cousin, so many times removed, and it's not exactly the same, but he could be an heir to the throne. Technically he is, because a queen of the past was his great-great-great-great-great-grandmother, so it is kind of similar in that way. The next movie I have is Toy Story 2, and the reason I picked this one is because Toy Story 4 is coming out very soon. So this is the one where Woody finds out that he was part of a TV show, and this is very similar to Harry Potter. Woody didn't know that he was a celebrity toy from a TV show, just like Harry didn't know that he was a basic celebrity for not killing, but for diminishing Voldemort's power. Very similar. Next one is the Death Cure, Maze Runner. Where did I put the book? It's not where it should be. It's unfortunate. I honestly don't know for this one. I know a book. I'm gonna go over here where the Star Wars ones are, because I know a Star Wars book that I would put with this, but I don't think I own it. No. I know I have a Star Wars book in mind, and it is called Red Harvest, and it's like a horror Star Wars book, and basically what happens is, in the deep past, way before the Phantom Menace, there were these Sith, and they were experimenting with eternal life and stuff, and they accidentally created zombies, and that's kind of similar to what happened in the Maze Runner series as a whole, not just in Death Cure. The next one is Rogue One. This is one of my favorite Star Wars movies, so that's why I picked this one. Del Toro Quest number 8, Return to Del. because just like the Rogue One characters were willing to sacrifice themselves for the Death Star plans, every single character in the Del series was, well, not every single one, but all the good guys were willing to sacrifice themselves to stop the Shadow Lord. So I think that's a really big similarity. The next one is Lord of the Rings: The Return of the King. I'm having a very distinct thought. That one also could go with Deltor Quest, Return to Del, but I really don't want to do that. This will work, I think. Power of 3, Warrior Cats, Dark River. Aragorn really struggles with who he is and the fact that he's supposed to be the king in The Return of the King. Just like in this, not just this book, like the mini-series inside the Warrior Cat series, which is the Power of 3, they really struggle. Jayfeather, oh, that's bad. Lion Blaze, maybe? There's still pause in this one. Hollyleaf. See, that's the thing. A lot of them are still pause. They're all still pause in this one, so. But, they really struggle because they all have powers. J-Paw was born blind, but he has, like, it's been a long time since I've read these, but they're really struggling with who they are and how they fit into the clan, especially Hollypaw. So I think these two fit together pretty well. The next one is the live action The Last Airbender movie. I do have the TV shows, but the movie is so different, and I actually kind of like the movie better, unpopular opinion, but you can try and match that. This is another one where people, the main character tries to come to terms with who they are, and I think that can be well matched with the Storybook of the Legends. Raven Queen trying to decide who she is, just like Aang the Avatar is trying to find out how he fits into the universe besides just being the Avatar. Next we have Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2, where they finally defeat Voldemort at great cost to their friends and family. I think that can be compared to Inkheart. In Inkheart, there's also a great magical foe, and a lot of the characters end up having to sacrifice their lives to defeat the foe. So I think there's a big similarity there. Percy Jackson in the Sea of Monsters. I do have a book for this one, but as I said before, not going to match those. The movie and the book are vastly different. Honestly, I don't really have one off the top of my head for this one. I think Pathfinder would work. Percy is trying to prove that he's not a one-quest wonder, and Alice Todd Hunter Moon is trying to prove that she's not just a little girl, that she can do magic and go on quests just like the boys. So I think there's a bit of similarity there. The next one is How to Train Your Dragon, the first one, and I picked this one because I just watched How to Train Your Dragon 3, and my emotions are very great. This is a classic story of boy meets dragon, is terrified, and then they become best friends. I think that can so easily be compared to Eragon. They're both young boys, and they meet a dragon, and are terrified at first, but then in secret start to become friends with the dragon, and trust the dragon, and ultimately bring disaster on their homes because of their friendship with the dragons. So, the last movie is Captain America: The First Avenger, and I just thought this was such a great movie to end with since Endgame just came out not too long ago. Captain America is really hard to compare with anything, honestly. Like, it's such a great movie. I'm actually very tempted to pair it with Dread Nation, because they're both historical fiction kind of things, and Cap is out to prove that he can be a soldier, and he can, take on the war, and he can help his country, and the same thing goes for the main character in Dread Nation, who wants to prove that she's just as good at this as the white girls are, that just because she's African American doesn't mean that she's not smart or a good fighter, and they're both fighting to protect those they love, so I thought those go together really well. Alright. I'm gonna line these up, so... And then I'll bring the camera over. 。 movies parallel a lot in the structure, what they're about, and I think it's not unusual for things to parallel. Especially things that are popular. A lot of the things I pulled off my shelf have been popular at one time or another. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment down below or whatever if you want me to do more things like this. Maybe instead of matching movies to books, matching books to movies. Or whatever I could match. I have a couple CDs. I could match those, audiobooks, whatever. But leave me a comment down below which of these pairings you thought worked the best, or which ones you thought were absolutely ludicrous. And I will see you guys next time on Crafty Pig. Bye!